ready. In 3, 2, 1. What's up, Genietta? Woo! I'm glad I can do that now. Because sometimes when you get a second chance in life, it feels like you're all the way back.
You're all the way back.
You couldn't be any more back with it.
That's what you sounded like right there. You just heard him gasping for air in the background on the track. That's what you sounded like. Nice and overdose tonight.
B literally gave me the high like
I saved his whole life tonight.
40 minutes ago. Not even.
20 minutes ago.
For real.
It was 20 minutes ago. At 9:36, I said this. We never restart the podcast this late, so it was probably 30 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago.
I couldn't breathe.
There was a line where you were looking death square. I mean, the possibility of you dying tonight went statistically way higher 30 minutes ago. And I just put that shit right back down. We should have opened up the I Could Be Your Hero Baby by Enrique Iglesias. Just saving lives out here. Put it on the resume. Live save one.
That, what'd you do? That CPR and...
For my CDL training, I had to take a CPR class, which was 10 years ago.
We got a lot to get into.
Stuck with me, though. That was you.
Oh, that was me. We also didn't put our boards out.
Didn't need them. I mean, when you get a second chance in life, you're just on go mode.
We had to just jump on mic.
Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, my dog was dying.
Look at me, I'm breathing.
He wasn't.
It does feel weird.
It's so crazy to think about.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back.
We're back with it.
We're so back.
Another episode of Locker Room Talk. Shout out
Almost
to
not back with it, though. Almost not
back.
Almost had to solo the episode. Maybe Weekend at Bernie's you and solo the episode. That would be crazy.
You could take him, but he still has to record.
We got 2 hours to fill, and then you could take. He had all the material this week.
He had everything. I didn't go.
I'm crying because you're dead. I'm just sobbing, uncontrollable. Like, say something. Can't even play the music.
You got the headphones on me, but the
just vomit out of Farrah. I think that would suck too, to die right before your birthday and shit. Like, that would suck.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Right before the Rangers Pirates.
Oh my God, we just bought the tickets.
I'd have to take Jay.
Y'all refundable.
I'd have to take Jay.
Of course, never.
I would have went and wore your Corey Seager jersey. I'd have kept I'd have kept the seat open. I would have fought anybody that tried to sit in the seat beside me. I probably would have fought anybody that tried to sit anywhere near me.
What's up, y'all? I'm Tyson Steele. Alive, the version of it. And I'm joined with my best friend, Brandon Himes. The hero.
A hero.
Saves
I
the
don't want all that, you know?
That's what we were saying. Like, you need, we were saying a Red Cross. You should just get one tattooed. And if people ask you, it's like, oh, is that a lifeguard thing? It's like, no, I'm not a lifeguard. Are you a doctor? No, I'm not a doctor. Are you a marathoner? Yeah, you are.
Yeah. I'm anything you need me to be, really.
But can he save the day? Yes, he can. That's what that Red Cross
save the
means.
day, save a life. You know how people get teardrop tattoos when they kill somebody? What do you get when you save somebody?
But you save the day. You know what I mean?
I saved a lot of people's days.
What color cross is that when you just save the day?
Yeah, I could. Yeah,
You're a veteran in saving the day.
you just get a cross with a cape on it. Jesus meets Superman.
So I fucking started joking.
Dude, I'll set the scene for you. Here's what happened. So I come over to Tyson's house tonight, as I always do, on a Friday to record the podcast. He's off today, typical Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday's off tomorrow too. So he's having a good time. We're having a good time. I get here, we're chitting, we're chatting, we're watching YouTube videos. I'm eating a hoagie that his mom got me. And I'm like, oh shit, forgot the laptop and stuff up at my house. We run up to my house, get it. But before this, I'm hungry right after I ate the hoagie. So I'm like, but I like always want something sweet after I eat. It's just like a fat guy thing. So I come out here and I'm looking at the protein snacks because usually I'll go with one of them because I feel like it offsets even if it's chocolatey or whatever. And the only thing you have are the birthday cake ones. I like the brownie ones. The birthday cake ones are a little dry for me. So I was like, let me check the drawer. He usually never has snacks in his house. But I'm like, let me check the drawer where he does have snacks if he does have, like, randomly a bag of chips or something. I'm like, because he had Starburst in here last week. Let me see if he re-upped or something. So I open it up, and it's like a ray of sunshine comes out of the drawer. Like, imagine church bells playing or something. You got this value-sized bag of gummy worms, Haribo fucking
Gummy bears.
I'm like, oh shit. You're like, oh yeah, just re-up today. So I come in with the trolleys because his favorite's gummy bears. I'm not the biggest fan of gummy bears, but his favorite's gummy bears. So I'm like, well, if I'm going to eat them, I'm going to eat the trolleys because I like them better, and I'm going to eat more of these, save him the gummy bears because he likes them. So then
One.
Word. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter anymore. That's what a hero sounds like.
You haven't burped in the mic in a long time now.
It's been a while. I'm trying to be respectful for the women out there. So we then go up to my house. We maybe eat like one or two of these things before we leave, and we might not even open them because as soon as I said
we opened them
did
because
we?
I took a handful to go.
Oh yeah, little roadworm, and drive up to my house, come back. We're sitting here, we're bullshitting, and then I get my nightly FaceTime from Charlie. When she's in her mom's house, she'll FaceTime me every night right around 9 o'clock. So she FaceTimes me. It's like 9:15, I guess, when she FaceTimes me, 9:20. And I'm sitting there, I'm just talking to her in the kitchen because, like, I'll go into another room and talk on the phone just in case he wants to watch videos on his phone or something. I don't like to lock people up to just having to listen to my conversation. Like, that's weird. Have respect. Be mindful. So I walk out in the kitchen. I'm just
I also don't want to hear that shit either.
Yeah. So, like, I'm walking out. I walk out to the kitchen. I'm talking to her. And, like, a couple minutes go by. And all of a sudden I hear, like, I thought Tyson was like, woo, woo. I thought he was, like, whooping.
Is it real? Like, that's, oh, man.
When you don't understand the context, like, I'm never expecting you to be.
To me, it just didn't sound like that was coming off like that.
To me, I'm like, I'm not saying that's what the noise was like woos, but like the first thing in my mind, I was like, he's excited. Like, he's getting pumped up in there. Like, something good just happened. Like,
oh, now I get it.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like the woo noise, but like, I'm thinking this noise you're making is
not a Ric Flair woo.
No, it's like an excitement noise. Like, I'm like, oh shit, he's excited in there about something. And you keep making it, and I'm like, what the hell? He's getting loud in there. And you turn the corner, and then I see this look in your eyes. And, like, as soon as I saw your eyes, I'm like, oh, fuck, he's choking. Like, I knew right away what was going on. And you come out and turn around. I thought he was going to hit me. Universal sign for choking.
The heli, which is...
The heli Sally, the heli Burton. I thought he was going to hit me with the heli Burton. But he knew, like, as soon as he came, like, he didn't even make it to, like, the archway of the kitchen, and he, like, tapped his throat, and I was like, I know. And I, like, hit him on the back one time, Nothing happened. Then he turned around and pause. First of all,
He got me up the ass.
pause. I just walked around him, hit this. I think I did this. I don't even remember anymore now. I think I did this. I like.
If you'd have stuck your dick up my ass, it maybe would have did the same thing.
Might have surprised you.
But you also got to try to get hard. That's going to take a minute. The Heimlich's probably better.
And you're going to be sitting there going,
hold on, dog, I got you. Doggy, I got you.
where you keep the lube at?
You ripping my dresser.
You spit on this. I know you can't breathe. Can you spit? I'm so glad I know the Heimlich, actually. And that's not the route we had to go. Imagine you call 911. You call 911, they're like,
I already stuck my dick up his ass and everything.
took his breath away again.
You gotta get here.
Bring baby wipes. My dick's full of shit.
He's crying too.
That's not what he meant when he came out.
He was on his throat.
Now he kicked me out. I'm on the front porch. He won't let me back in. My pants are in there.
My pants. And my phone's in the cheese. Or my wallet's in my cheese. Well, you got two phones.
That was crazy because it was just so fucking crazy. So then I lock my hands, I lock my fingers, and I monkey bubble my thumb, and I get under his sternum, and I start fucking. Well, the first one I do, I don't want to I just don't know how hard to do it because I'm like, I don't want to fucking hurt him.
I can feel that.
So I hugged him the first time, kind of.
Yeah, and I needed more.
And the second, and then that didn't work. So the second one, I really gave it one.
Yeah, and you did. It was even more than double
Yeah.
of the first one.
And then that didn't work. So then the last one.
But it was fucking close.
Well, you said you knew the next time I hit you.
I knew it.
Was coming
If you would have but if you'd have hit it light, it wasn't.
Yeah. And then I just did
You
it
went
with the
even
same,
harder.
Did I go harder?
Yeah.
I thought I did it. But yeah, I mean, adrenaline just took over. I
Yeah.
ripped him again. And
But it was the perfect amount of hard.
It,
You were perfectly hard.
911.
Five fucking finger.
For Pride Month.
For Pride Month.
You want to go choking on worms for Pride Month. So I hear this noise. It's a noise it sounds like he spits it, but I could see his mouth never was shut.
Yeah, it was wide open.
It was a noise like that.
Like a blow dart.
Yeah, but your mouth never shuts, and you can't make that you can't make a
And you
noise
can't
any other way.
an object like that out of your mouth.
I saw it come out of his mouth and just smack right on the floor. Like if the trash can lid was open, you might have made it on top of in the trash can, and you just it was just done from there.
Yeah.
And I went right back to my FaceTime call. Well, I double checked though. I rubbed your back to make sure you could breathe because I still didn't know if you could breathe at this point, but you weren't making the same noise that you were making. And then out of nowhere, like a dog that just swallowed chocolate, he just 2 fingers in his mouth.
It's just gummy worms.
Like 4 gummy worms. Like a toddler just ate a fucking grape seed.
In my jowls.
Yeah, down in the jowls. But it was like you just put your first chewing tobacco in and didn't know how to take it out.
Well, that was because as soon as it unlodged from my throat, I just immediately just kept chewing and trying to just get rid of the rest in my throat. And the way to do that is just to swallow the rest. And I actually chewed and swallowed another piece. And then I immediately knew I shouldn't do that. And so that's when I fucking hit just get it out of my
The
mouth.
walls of Jericho to himself. It was crazy. Fish hooked his own worm out of his mouth. But I knew, like, and then I went back. I was FaceTiming Charlie, and I was talking to her, and he comes out with the murder weapon, and he's smiling, so I knew he was good. And I was asking Charlie, I was like, you didn't just hear me have to, like, save somebody's life on the phone a couple minutes ago? And she was like, what? Who? I was like, Tyson was choking on a gummy worm, and I had to give him the Heimlich maneuver. And they're like, nuh-uh. I'm like, I swear to God. They're like, no, we didn't hear it at all. I'm like, dude, if your dog has ever, like, been about to throw up and he's wheezing, I mean, this is what he sounded like, except, like, you could tell there was something, like, clearly blocking it there. It was crazy.
Like, it was even worse.
Yeah. Yeah, way worse than that. It was like, it was bad. Like, you could tell.
I felt like in my
It
throat.
was like a broken kazoo.
If in my throat, if we think of it as a circle, there was only two spots, two little slivers in the top of the circle, and then one down here that I could feel I was getting air through.
Yeah, it was nuts. And then, we just hugged it out, celebrated the
And we also talked about last week or the week before, we had to stop an episode short because I had a panic attack. And then it was last week.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago. Last week's
ago.
episode went up. But it went up late because fucking...
we didn't even talk about that. We got to talk about
yeah.
that. But what I wanted to say was I had the panic attack, and I talked about how after those, you feel like you have a second chance of life because you feel like you're dying that whole time. I almost died, and I'm almost like...
It was crazy. He came out laughing right afterwards. like, I couldn't believe it. Like...
yeah. Yeah, we're good. Like, I feel good.
It was insane. It was like, it happened so fast. You know what I mean? From like the time you started choking till we got it out of your throat was probably, 20 seconds? If
Not
that.
even.
Yeah.
Yeah. I spent more time on the couch, like just a couple, like maybe 3 or 4 breaths, and I realized what helped me was I didn't even fuck around. As soon as I felt like I couldn't get it out of my throat, try like one more time, and I'm like, this is pretty hard, like lodged in my throat. I immediately stand up. And then I'm like...
No faith in me. He wants to call 911 right away, immediate.
Well,
the first thought.
But here's the thing. I think I should just be immediately calling 911 because what if you can't do it? You know what I mean? Because we talked about that. Like,
guess we'll never know.
There might be, though, because you could practice on a fucking dummy all you want. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, there's people that really in that situation would just freeze. You know what I mean?
Yes, and it's not a hard maneuver to do, but you felt it. Like, it's just in that moment you gotta, hey, focus.
Gotta know
slow, smooth as fast. Like,
that was crazy. That was so crazy. Ran a marathon, saved my best friend's life. Hasn't even hit summer yet. And all in the last month. What a 35 days it's been.
I do want to say, like, it was kind of good on me that I stood up as fast as I did.
Yeah, good on you. Because I didn't know what was happening. I thought you were just... I would have never came in to investigate.
And then when I went to you, and, like, when I turned around to you, and then after you patted me once on the back, and then I was in my head saying, like, that's not it, dog. That's not, like...
I was like, I was confused.
I couldn't talk.
Yeah.
If I even wanted to. And
you know, the pat on the back.
As soon as you got your hands around me, no matter if you maybe even didn't know how to do it, it would have helped. But you probably did it like so good that it just fucking...
The pat on the back.
It felt great.
That's the Heimlich maneuver for an infant.
It felt fucking great. You know what I mean? When you were giving it to me.
You know what would have been even You know what would have been even crazier?
No, give it a pause. When you were saving my life, it felt so great.
What would have been even crazy? I don't even remember now. You threw me off with the gay shit.
No,
if I
no, that's how I feel. Every time I'm fucking doing something, that's exactly how I feel.
if I would have hurt you, re-injured your back, giving you that.
Oh my god! But it would. You couldn't. What are you gonna say?
I mean,
That's
you're
just-
dying, or
yeah,
you just your
Can't
back
work,
hurt.
or I can't work for 4 months.
Oh,
And I gotta,
you go to 265 again. Oh my god.
I gotta have a double disc fusion and go back up to 265.
I would have ruined the summer.
No, that-
you would have ruined.
Well, I mean, but last summer got ruined.
It's ruined.
I got.
But it was a good summer to ruin because I was still in a relationship.
It was
just
a
bought
perfect-
house. Perfect summer. This one sucked.
This is a new design of freestyling it right here.
That's like you're crazy, like you're Russell Westbrook in the baby.
There's just no.
I mean, when you're reborn again, Monster Reborn,
You just do things differently.
you just see the world in a different shade. Joke on this one. But yeah, so Tyson died, came back to life.
And there's the motherfuckers right there that done it.
And we beat their ass.
Yeah, we punched the back. We punched the shit out of that.
We held it up like we almost hit each other's hands at one point. We held it up like a punching
We
bag.
beat the shit out of it.
It was, how you gonna take my boy?
And then you said right before we started, he's like, I don't know if I could ever eat another one after I just choked. I feel like I could just eat another one. But I told B, I was like, the first like 3 or 4 I ate, it like changed my voice because it like made my voice like real dry. And it wasn't until I took a sip of beer that it just like went away. But that normally just doesn't happen like that, just immediately like that. And then after having handfuls of them,
Gorging yourself.
yeah, dude, just eating way too many of them. Hi.
You might want to eat one at a time. Well, that's what I was going to tell you. I literally was going to say it when we were driving up to the house, and I should have known. We did open it before we left to go to my house because I was eating. Excuse me, I tried to block it.
That's 2.
I tried to block it. It's 1.5.
3, you're out of here.
1.5.
3, you're out of here.
It's a foul tip. It came off the hand. It's a foul tip. They won't even hear it in post-production. I was walking down to the truck, and I had a full trolley on my side of my tongue while I was chewing another trolley. And instead of swallowing the chewed one, I swallowed the full one. And I ain't... I'll be taking worms.
What we say earlier? The bigger the worm.
Oh, it wasn't...
It wasn't the...
He's not a big worm choker, but it did take a big worm to choke him.
It didn't take a big worm to choke him.
He's not a big worm choker, but it didn't take a big worm to choke him. Put it on his. I would put it on his tombstone.
I'd agree.
I mean, in a different reality, I'm just here holding your head while the coroner pronounces you dead.
What? I mean, yeah, in some situations, I mean.
And in a different reality, I got scared and left. And you died by yourself. What a shitty version that is.
Yeah, right after he says, imagine you're by yourself, and I'm like, I'm not thinking like that, but...
Well, I told him immediately we went over the steps on what to do if you took it and you're by yourself. Because I was concerned that he was going to get high again and eat too many trolleys.
But what's funny about I was eating handfuls of them, right?
Claw machine,
like
he described it as.
Just eating them like this, you know what I mean? And then I was completely stuffed, and I was like, "Yeah, what's fuck 3 more?" And I fucking just got like 3, 4 more. First little bite and swallow was the one that choked me.
Red. It was the red part of one of the worms. Cherry.
Sons of bitches. Trying to kill me out here, son.
It was Murder, She Wrote. It was crazy. On FaceTime, saved a life they didn't even know.
Yeah, they had no idea.
I'm happy you're alive, kid.
Hey, we're all happy. Appreciate you for saving my life.
Anytime. You owe me one.
I mean, did I think I was going to die? And potentially, yes. Like, it was like 25%.
Yeah, because you said you were getting air in. It just wasn't normal.
But I was panicking, so it could have got worse.
Yeah.
The biggest fear that I was, like, thinking of was just that I was almost fighting breathing just because I didn't want to take a deep breath.
And just jam that shit in there.
And it's going to be in my lungs. Yeah. That's like...
We can't like...
There's that fucking thing that opens and closes between your...
A phalange.
Yeah. And it felt like it was right on that thing. It stuck it right in the middle. And
like a door stopper.
And both sides were open. And I was like, I can't fight one way or the other. Like, this has to come back out.
Like a Q-tip, we should have jammed the peener down there.
Oh, Beans could have licked it out.
Beans would have licked it out.
She'd have tried at least.
She would have gotten in the way while I was giving you the Heimlich. And then ate it off the floor.
Oh, you did shoot it down?
She would have ate it off the floor for sure.
That's...
100p. You should have ate it off the floor. That would have been sick. Conquer your demons.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't even think of that.
Some David Goggins shit there. Try and kill me. I'm going to eat you. Imagine you choke on it a second.
That would be nuts. Well, you know what? I'm at least gagging because it hit the floor. So I could choke.
I'm like, here we go. I just give you gag. I give you the New month.
New month, new fair.
Same
Every
old
month.
shenanigans out of the boys.
Same old shenanigans.
There's a bunch of bows.
Couple of bozos.
Not your Potter's business.
It's not. It's definitely not your Potter's business.
Trolley man, can you do something?
Something for me.
Can you have a little trolley flex for me? Trolley man.
Doug, I got so much to talk about.
You want to take a break now that we got over the story and you can write it down on the board?
No, we're good.
All right.
Yeah, we're raw. We're live.
Oh, we're raw. We're so raw in them.
Well, I mean, nothing's more.
I thought
raw.
I was going to have to dig it out with this.
Nothing's more raw than your buddy getting you from the back, 2 arms around you.
Because there's a worm.
Because there's a worm in your throat.
There's a worm in you and you can't breathe. Just a Friday night in Junior.
Just a Friday night.
And this is why you don't want to come on the podcast, Hank?
So, just to start the week off this week. Now,
You almost didn't make it to next week. For Father's Day, you almost gave Phil a chance to bury his only son.
and my club would have still been. I just got a new.
He'd have been trying to call you.
My dad would have never not used that putter the rest of his life. That was the one he set up before he died, and he never got to use it. He'd have never used another club.
I would have made sure.
And it would not be good for him at all. It's a pistol grip on a putter.
I'd have moved in here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'd have had to. I'd have got drunk every day at the island for you.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely. I'd have made eggs all over.
Keep some in the fridge, some in the cooler.
Scrambled eggs all over the place. On the walls,
Oh, dude. You know what? I'm going raw right now. Me and Jay last Sunday, we made pasta and ground beef, right? To put in it. The meat was almost done cooking. He's like, "Do you even fucking season that?" And I'm like, "No, I don't fucking do that. You know, I don't do that shit." Mm-hmm. And we just never. I'd never seen my parents do it. You know what I mean? So I just don't even do it. And so Jay's like, oh, you got to put some salt and pepper in that shit. And so he grabs the fucking salt cranker. He throws some salt in
I
it.
was wondering who put them back upside down.
I didn't even see that.
They're upside down in the cabinet. On the lids.
The next day, the pots and pans were in the fucking dishwasher. I'm looking on the stove. I'm like, where's all these fucking white spots? Like, is that mold? Like, I'm just like, it was just clean. Like, what? How is it moldy? What happened? I go up to it. It's just little salt grains. And I'm like, dude, it's like 7 twists of salt grains. Like, and you think of how big that pan is that I cook meat in. How did you miss all of that for this much to be? It's still.
You should have a cooking channel. You should get drunk and cook stuff.
Oh, that would be fun. I actually thought of that you say that. I thought of doing a little segment during the podcast on weeks that we just like. It's not going to be every week, but just sometimes music's hot. Sometimes I find a lot of music at one time. Sometimes I'm just like, right now I'm actually digging into some old school shit because nothing new's coming out. But I want to start a little segment where it's like I'll say what the playlist is, like You Need It or Hot Songs, Get Her Pussy Wet, Get Her Extra Wet Wet. That's a different whole. That's a whole different category. You know what I mean? Jungle Lovin'. That's but just have start a playlist like that and then just say a song. You know what I mean? Like, and even if I just say a song every week, you know what I mean? But it goes
Pawn to Replay, Rihanna.
But it goes to this playlist. So then if you're with a chick and you're like, I'm as good as I am in music, sometimes I'm a little bit too drunk to just think about how I want these songs to go. Or even when we're in the car, that's the worst. You know what I mean? We got a 2-hour car ride home, and you're like, all right, play the music. Damn, I'm a little bit fucked up. I'm not even really thinking of my mind. Like, my mind's not working straight on how to play these songs. I know there's a lot of songs I want to play. I just can't think of how to get to them. Boom. That's what I'm creating those playlists for. You know what I mean?
Word.
And you just never tap into them. And then the sex song, like a playlist while you're having sex.
You listen to music while you're having sex?
I've only done it a couple times, but it's never good because it's just random shit.
Yeah, I hate it.
You know what I mean? Because the first song is what we put on, and then it's just random or next after that. You know what I mean? And you know, my playlist could be just the most hardcore shit right
Squirt
after.
Kelly.
Yeah, we went from Squirt Kelly to Machine Gun. Well, no.
Did we?
No, we didn't. We didn't.
Say it.
No.
Machine Gun Kelly. You did go from
We went from Squirt Kelly to R. Kelly, back to Squirt Kelly. Then we
Kelly Rowland.
What's that dude? Oh, no, never mind. That fat white dude that calls himself Belly Gang.
Isn't he just Belly?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
But he says the N-word. Have you seen that dude from down south?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
I think they go by Belly Gang. I think he maybe just goes by Belly.
I'm not a sex to music kind of guy. Because then I just start listening to the words. I'm like, I can't nut while this dude's talking.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that. I feel that only just because if it's the right song, you don't even hear it. But that's the first song we started with. Every single time, it's then the next song. Actually, except for one of them. And Jay, we just talked about Jay.
Shout out, Jay.
He heard
Shaw 37 on the front.
He heard Autumn Leaves by Chris Brown for like 40 minutes.
Now, I've had like sex with music on so people can't hear us having sex. That's different. But I've had sex one time with music playing, like for the sex, and then it was just like I'm like fucking to the beat and shit, and like
Oh, I'm never. Oh, you cornball.
cornball what?
No, I guess it's not cornball.
Yeah, I'll leave you choke next time.
I guess. I guess I can. I guess I can't say that to my savior.
Jesus Christ! You hear that shit?
He's the sheriff. You're the.
He didn't do nothing.
He's the sheriff. You're the savior. That's a good fucking nickname.
Put that on my fucking.
That is actually what we were talking about. How you say that you're the savior.
I ain't.
The savior, Brandon the Savior Himes.
Bruce Buffer introduced me.
Brandon the Savior.
That's kind of how you was sounding.
All right.
Stop. I did see Nick today. Shout out Nick. I just saw him pulling into BG.
Horizontal,
at like
right?
8:30. Yeah, shout out to Horizontal. 8:30 this morning, saw him pulling into BG. But anyway, we should start a cooking channel when you're drunk.
We got a little off topic, but no, we're fine. It's a great
We're
episode.
always on topic.
I see this guy to start off my week. Remember you said you almost didn't finish the week. Then we lost it. That's all I said. That was awesome. 10 minutes. So I started off the week by going into Sheets by the hospital. Now, everybody from Altoona knows what the Sheets by the hospital is about. It's about chaos. It's a tornado of chaos. It's wildness when you go there.
I mean, there was that one video that got like super popular on Facebook and Twitter and stuff that like 15-year-old kid was fighting that guy.
I seen that.
Knocked him in the face. That was at hospital
And
Sheets.
then knocked him out and called himself the N-word.
Yep. He said, "Oh, my grandma."
I'm not that.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Where's our beep at?
To be fucked with.
I didn't know he was going to finish in the gym. Anyway, starting your week off.
So,
Hospital Sheets.
if you see some craziness in there, don't act surprised. Don't fucking be, like, mad or something. Like, you knew what you were fucking going into. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows that. We seen dudes shooting heroin in the bathrooms. Mm-hmm. I've seen it multiple times. I go in there, everything's fine, go grab a Monster. We were jammed up after Memorial Day the next day. So, or it wasn't Memorial Day, that was last week. Mm-hmm. Our Monday was tough too. So, we were just a little backed up, and I was like, I don't want to go to the other Sheets. I just fucking stop at the Sheets, go in there, get the fucking Monster, go to the register. This dude in front of me, he's got like 6 things. He's got like fucking 2 Slim Jims, 2 fucking candy bars, 2 fucking sodas, a fucking chocolate milk, and she's ringing all this shit up, and he's just standing there. And I thought, like, you're not doing nothing. Like, it just, I was like, maybe he just has his card out in front of him. I'm also listening to something, you know what I mean? I'm focused on that. And she says the fucking total, and the fucking guy goes, after ringing up 6, 7 things, she says the total, the guy goes, just fucking tapping all over himself. And I'm like, no way you don't fucking just have your wallet. But whatever, you know what I mean? She'll just hit the tab button, ring me up. Dude fucking hits his left pocket, pulls this, and I'm on his left side. Holds the pocket open, pulls it out with his right hand, a bag of change, but it's also loose dollar bills and cards. It's his wallet.
Hell yeah. Waterproof.
But he tapped his pants like,
Where's my bag at?
where's my wallet bag?
How do you lose that in your shorts?
How do you? So then he grabs this fucking like regular ARC card out, and it wasn't an EBT, what you would think for out there or a hospital sheets, it being that. Now he just pulled out a regular ARC card, and I'm like, no way you run around with a wallet that's a bag. A Ziploc bag.
Word.
Like, that's craziness. And I'm like, that's how I'm starting. That's my Monday. Fresh and squarely in the morning. Wallet bag. So then, I know I'm about to get my putter regripped, right? But I'm loving this putter. And this thing, I don't know when I'm going to get the putter regripped or when I'm going to get it back. But regardless, it's in the shop right now. I wish I could have showed it on the episode. But they gave me you would think a fucking putter cover is universal. But this putter cover is not universal. It's clearly a right-handed putter cover. Like, just the way that it's been. You know what I mean? Like, and it's, since the day that they gave it to me, it's always been that way.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way this is the right one. But they wouldn't know that because they just rang it up. And I'm like, oh, does this come with a putter head cover? And they're like, oh, yeah, go get it. They just grab one off the fucking stock because they're not, oh, it's a lefty, buddy.
He's like, oh, they're all the same.
Yeah. And I would think that they all would be the same, but I don't think they are. Well, in this case, they are definitely not. I wish I could show it, and I will be able to show it once I get it back. But I want a new one anyway, so I ordered a new one, and I don't know when's the last time you tried to look at putter head covers. Like, have you ever worn?
I bought ours in Arizona. I bought mine, current one, in Arizona. So that was the last time I looked at a putter head cover.
Head covers in general. Like, have you ever got fancy with yours at all, or changed them just from what like the stock ones you get?
The one I have on my putter is the Raven from Phoenix, that golf club. But other than that, every other one's stock. I never go out and buy like the.
To me, what helps me is that my golf bag is blue, white. You know.
You show it to him, kid. Don't show him that.
Not the secret weapon.
Secret weapon. Vokey wedges, great wedges.
So I think you'll be able to see at least the top of that. But that's my golf bag, and it's blue, gray, white, and black. So I got 4 options. Now, B's bag is blue and white.
Colts.
And some black. So I have the gray factor. You know what I mean? Like, I can match a lot. That's what I'm going into this. Because the last time I looked up head covers was 4-5 years ago when we had spiders. Remember I had the bomber one? That's the last time I ever looked them up. So I'm thinking, damn, 5 years? The game's probably gotten way better. You know what I mean? Like, crazier designs, better quality, everything. And I wasn't wrong. The designs are way better, cooler fucking things, brighter colors, everything. But what the designs are make no fucking sense to the average golfer. When I say I fucking look through every single like just looking up blade putter head covers, go through all these different shops, nothing that even catches my eye of just like even damn, I might rock this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nothing at all. I seen some that were fucking roulette boards, but they were roulette boards on the top of the putter head. And I'm like, is there like a magnet or something? And then they had the wheel on the sides. And I'm like, does the side move? Like, can you do something with it? No. It's just a roulette. Who the fuck would want that?
Yeah.
Why are you why did you make 100 of those?
You gotta get a.
You know what I mean?
Get a Bud Light one.
It's something, anything simple. The company that I actually went with, I ended up buying a 3-wood and a driver cover from them. They're fucking sick, but the rest of these companies, dude. So you golf. You've golfed all your life. Now, sure, we're from Altoona, PA, but we've also golfed around the U.S., you know what I mean? Collectively between the two of us. And we know people that have even been places we haven't been. How many Irish people would you ever have you ever seen golfing? You know what I mean? And of course, in Europe, where golf is also big, that's its own thing. But in the U.S., where you would get marketed things to, how many people do you think have ever?
I mean, I've probably run into
Irish people.
4 or 6 people that just aren't from America on a golf course.
I've met way more Notre Dame fans that aren't Catholic or fucking are fake Irish than I've ever met that are actually Irish.
True. True.
And yet every single one of these fucking golf companies you got to see them tomorrow. Look them up. And look them up out there.
I might look up a driver head cover now.
What you're going to see is 4-leaf clovers, leprechauns. Get lucky. Yeah, get lucky out there. Stay lucky. Luck of the Irish. Why would I fucking want something that says stay lucky or get lucky or hope you get lucky or here? Bitch, imagine waiting around for luck. Imagine your buddy saying, hey, how you going to do this morning? You feeling good? And you're like, yeah, I'm feeling good. Hoping I can get lucky out there.
Depends how lucky I get out there.
Depends how lucky I get. But if you don't get lucky, then it's like, didn't get lucky.
Well, my day, no luck on my side.
Dog, that's crazy. What if it just never happens?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever shot a good round and I'm like, yeah, just my lucky day.
No.
I worked for that.
I was in full control of everything I was doing out there.
I got some lucky breaks. You know what I mean? Maybe like, hit it off a tree and it goes forward instead of right down or gets through a tree.
That's a monkey. That's
like definitely get some shit. Like just in baseball and football, you get some calls that go your way. But you create your own luck.
Facts. But it's crazy and just like there's no reason that there should be. They will have 4-leaf clovers in 3 different color waves. They'll have the leprechaun with the 4-leaf clovers in 3 color waves, and then they'll have the get lucky with the 4-leaf clovers with the leprechaun in 5 color waves. And I can't find plain fucking white. like
with a Nike symbol on
yeah,
it.
no, dude, just your logo on it. just if you just did a plain white one with just your logo, I'd have bought it.
Word.
Like, you want to do all this fucking shit for nobody. Who's buying these? Wait till you see them tomorrow. Because the game's gone way crazier since 5 years ago when we used to look them up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I promise you, they're getting like way crazy. So much so, I then see all these fucking Mexican heritage ones, like sugar skulls and like fucking tequila. Sombrero. And I'm like, who is this for? B, you've golfed. How many fucking Mexican Americans do we even see golfing?
Not many.
We've been in Arizona and Florida. We like, how many Mexican Americans do we ever see out there?
Not many.
Not many, never. So, and it's the same way. It's like they have all these fucking head covers, like, in 5 different colorways. That means you're making all 5 of these colorways, 100 of them a piece, at least, right? Or maybe they're doing 50. I don't know how many they made of each, but you thought you were gonna sell them.
Word.
You know what I mean? You made them in 5 different colorways. How did you thought this? I seen one. It was a sugar skull. And it had a sombrero on the sugar skull.
Hell yeah.
But it had a 3D fucking, that real hair outside, like the Trump things, the Trump socks and shit. It had a mustache, 3D. And then it was just like it was like the cool colors. It was like colors that I'm like, hey, that blue is what I'm looking for. You just got a goofy ass fucking sugar. Who wants this? I can't go to my buddies and be like, if they ask about it and be like, oh yeah, I like tequila and Taco Bell. Like, when was golf? Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. You'll be like, dude, is golf like big in Mexico? I swear to God, you'll be like that.
Well, we definitely have different trains of thoughts when it comes to things like that. But
well,
I'll definitely see it from that point of view now.
But I get what you're saying, where it's like some things can be funny or just like.
Well, no, I just see, like, I wouldn't even look at a group of products like that and be like, oh, this is all Mexican American oriented. But maybe it's so bad that I would.
You wait till you see it. Yeah. You will. You wouldn't use it unless you're a Mexican. Like, why would you? Because then you're just gonna have to be like, why did you buy that?
Cinco de Mayo. It was ever Cinco de Mayo. So.
But even you wore a headband in the marathon that was sugar skulls, but it was Cinco de Mayo.
Word.
So, like, it made sense. You're never gonna wear the headband again.
Nope.
It's not gonna be your.
I will say this: junk headbands are awesome if you just don't want to sweat. Like, they'll suck them all up like a sponge.
That was one of those products I nailed.
Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely recommend a junk headband. No free advertising, but junk headbands are legit. Yo, and the IT guy at work was showing me.
We should just get a sponsor by them.
Word. The IT guy at work was showing me he's got these new headphones, and a part of it, it's like 2 tiny little circles, and part of it sits here, and the other one clips to the outside, and it clips to your ear like this, and no matter how much you shake or anything, it doesn't move. I was like, those would be really good for running. Because your ear's still open, but it's just like sitting inside, like on your ear.
Yeah.
It was really cool what he was showing me. I'm going to have to get a link. But yeah, they were cool.
I've seen those ones that just go like right here.
Yeah.
Those interest me. I just at least want to hear them.
Word.
But I just thought that was crazy. That I spent 3 days looking at head covers for the driver and for putter just to begin with.
You couldn't even get like a custom one that just said like locker room talk? Or
I could have, but I knew I wouldn't. It's just not what I wanted. You know, I wanted something that's cool, sleek, but like we need to pause anyway. And we're back.
You almost weren't back though.
I wasn't back.
put you so back.
There's no way you wouldn't have been able to figure it out.
Oh my god, yeah, 100%. I would have punched you in the stomach as hard as I could.
Get the plunger from upstairs and fucking put it on my mouth.
I would have Houdini'd, punched you until your fucking spleen ruptured.
Shadow box me so hard.
You'd have said that.
Oh, dude, imagine hitting me in the fucking solar plex. Wow, I can't breathe. I can't naturally breathe, and then you hit me in the solar. I'd die. That's how you. That's how you get away with murder.
Fart on you while you're down. That I would have. Yeah, we would have figured it the fuck out. I would have reached my hand in your throat. You think puke would have forced it out?
I couldn't get that acceleration in my body. Like I couldn't. Not enough air and. Man,
You don't think your gagging reflex
it
initiating?
had no gag, so it must have been past gag.
What I'm saying, you couldn't have stuck your finger down there and gagged
Nope.
yourself?
No. Yeah, no. It would have made it worse because I'd have been breathing even harder. You know what I mean? That could have made it worse.
Yeah, I don't remember what they say about sticking your fingers down the throat in CPR class because I think that's an option. Like, I think you're supposed to, like, stick your fingers down there and try and dislodge the object if the Heimlich doesn't work.
I know I couldn't, like it was past my tonsils. Like, it was in my throat.
For the brace. It's not a big worm choke. I didn't take a big worm to choke him.
I wish that could be the title, but it'd be so long.
So long.
We should at least try.
Big worm choker is no better title.
So,
We're on. That was Tuesday of your week.
yeah.
The only thing I really
so
have
I'm
to
getting
add to the podcast about my week is Monday. I played in a scramble at Scotch Valley. We shot 6 under. But the crazy part is we started off birdie par.
Well, how were the fuckers down there? Were they? Was it?
The winning team shot 53.
Well, I mean,
They shot
like
19 under.
the course people.
They were great. Yeah.
They
the
were
course was in
nicer
great
than-
shape.
But the people there were nicer than what we seen them last time.
Yeah,
weren't
but they were.
snobby.
But it was all, you know what I mean? It was a charity event it was
Oh,
all people
okay.
from all over, you know what
So
I
you
mean?
have to have your.
Yeah, it wasn't
like-
just, Ethan Wise was there playing with, like, Ward trucking people and stuff. He's like, is Tyson here? I'm like, nah, he's working today, or he would have been here. But they fed us breakfast, fed us lunch, free beers, no Bud Light, Miller Lite, Yingling, Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra, Coors Light.
Why is that the thing?
4 free beers, Miller Lite, Yingling, Coors Light, Michelob Ultra. So I just drank Mick Ultra all day.
I would buy Bud Light.
I started drinking at 9. I was slammed. I was like 6, 7 beers deep by like lunchtime. And I'm like, I got to quit drinking because I got shit to do the rest of the day. So I like sobered up. But we started off birdie, par, eagle. And I was like, oh, we're about to have a fucking day.
Eagle.
And then,
On a par 5.
yeah. Well, we paid to move up. So we almost drove the green. I almost drove the green from just the whites on 2 different holes. I put it in a greenside bunker twice.
That fucking course is dog shit.
Little fucking dog shit track. But
Putt track.
we started off birdie, par, eagle. I was like, oh, we're about to light it up. 6 straight pars. Finished 3 under on the front and then 3 under on the back. But 6 under, I mean, it wasn't. The winning teams were 19
That's
under.
better than
18.
I've ever done on a scramble, I think.
The winning teams were 19 under, 17 under, 17 under.
Do you think that for real?
I mean, the one team like had 2 scratch golfers on their team, so maybe, but either way, it was free, so I didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't have to pay any money, drank for free all day, and we got a sleeve of tailor-made rocket balls. I just gave them to my dad.
But just imagine if you put cameras on all those guys. If we did a scramble like that at Sinker Valley, you put a fucking camera on all those guys. I guarantee the score is not going to be as good.
My dad and I think someone else was talking about it. They came up with a good idea. You do a 3-man scramble, and you send pairs out in a group of 6, and we keep the other team's score. They keep our score in a 3-man scramble.
That's how it should be because it's so easy to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
Just hit, just drop another ball, hit another one.
Yep. Yeah, 3-man scramble would be.
But even just, we were playing on Sunday. We golf every week, both of us. Whether it's, I golf every Sunday, but
Sometimes if it's not Sunday for me, it's Monday.
We were playing lift, clean, and place. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing with a guy, JD, that he was immediately calling it lift, clean, and cheat.
Oh, yeah.
And then he started telling everybody, it's lift, clean, and cheat all day. Lift, clean, and cheat. This motherfucker would walk up and literally, like, he would kick his ball forward 2 feet and then just, like, it obviously didn't have any mud on it. It's not a muddy area. You just kicked it 2 feet, and then he just goes up there and whacks it. But he doesn't take no practice swings. So it's already done with. You know what I mean? Like
He's also the same guy whose golf ball will be here. He'll mark it here and then put his golf ball back here.
Yep. Yeah, he'll just throw a mark behind it, not place it behind it where it's supposed to be, and then just go up there and assume
Mark
that
it this much further. He'll literally mark the golf ball almost this much further ahead of the mark.
And he makes putts, and it's like man.
Would you made it from 6 more inches back?
Yeah. But he'll die with that. He'll die being a cheater.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do? Because if you
I'm
say
gonna shoot 72 very soon. That's what I'm gonna do. I just saved a life and ran a marathon in the last 35 days. How am I not shooting even par? God's got me.
So, dude. So, yesterday, I'm at work.
Yesterday, Thursday. You guys are listening to this Friday. Saturday.
Thursday is trash day in Juniata.
Fuck, I forgot to put my trash out again. It's the 3rd week in a row. Ever since my mom moved my trash can to the back of the house, I just forget about it. And then I always spend fucking Wednesdays here. That tangled web we weave, my trash outside out back has to stay.
Is that a Boldy James line? What a tangled web we weave.
Yeah, I think somebody definitely said it before that, but yeah, that trash has to stink. Damn. Might take it to work tomorrow, throw it in the dumpster.
I remember we have an episode back at Hall or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was all. Oh, my God.
It has been hot.
It's been so hot. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, I guarantee it.
Saved the life, forgot to take the trash.
Get the warm water and the bleach. I guarantee
Get
there's
the
maggots
warm
in that motherfucker, dude.
Beans get called. Imagine back in the day, just like when we had answer machines, and then that bitch would just like you'd hear what the person,
And then it would play out loud. Yeah. You could screen your calls.
Beans, get the warm water and the bleach ready.
I'll be up in an hour.
Then she just heard her name, and she's.
Yeah, she don't know nothing. I gotta stop. We gotta hang out at my house one night a week. I need to hang out with the dog more.
So I've actually talked to multiple people that aren't from PA. Specifically, one that was from New Jersey. And I'm like, do you have these? Like, have you ever even seen them, like, in your travels or anything in your life? And I explained to them that we have trash trucks, and we used to just have normal-ass trash trucks. And it used to be, like, 2, maybe 3 companies.
I know where you're going with this.
And then all of a sudden, dudes just started getting literally. If I asked you, like, if we were walking down the sidewalk, I'm like, you think that thing starts? I guarantee you'd say no.
I mean, just any long bed 1990s truck and 6 pieces of plywood.
Well, you get 2 full sheets of plywood. Well, 3.
Yeah.
And then it goes to the
8
on the
2x4s
on the back window, and then on either side. Then he cut one in half, and then that goes on the on the tailgate.
And then until you
then
can
now
afford signs, you spray paint your phone number and company name on the plywood. And you just slap hauling on the end of your last name.
Oh yeah, Steel Hauling, Heinz Hauling.
It's got a ring to it. Give me a crack at these murder weapons.
Oh my God! Don't you? You got to take a red one now. Do it for the camera.
I grabbed the same one 3 times. I'm pretty sure this was the exact color combo you choked on. I think it was yellow red.
Let's see if I could. Let's see.
You might have to say mine.
Let's see if I can do the Heimlich.
Now we straight.
All right, well.
Conquered.
Yeah. Get it for me.
I'm fucking my boy.
So we have these trucks that when we used to deliver mail together, Route 57, we seen the origination of these, the origin. We literally seen these guys working on these trucks.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
And to see where it is now, there are just so many companies. Just like, and I mean, good on you. You know what I mean? Start a business. You know what I mean? Got a couple guys on your route. You know, good on you. But every dude that drives one of these looks like I've had people call me an alcoholic. I would love to just like in a second be able to just fucking pull this guy to my side,
Spawn in a garbage man,
and just be like, now this is Dale so and so, and he lives right here, and he has 6 kids.
dude. Like it's like when we go to the Christmas party. The last 2 Christmas parties have been at the convention center, and they put on the invitation like, please dress, formal, like dress as formal. And it's not only my work, the motorcycle dealership, but it's also all the Bergmeyer's employees. So all the hauling employees, people who work in the office, people who work on the truck. And you can clearly see, like, based on the attire, where the truck guys are and where everyone, like, office workers are. And, like, you could just tell, like, you can even tell the guys that drive them, the guys that ride on the back of them. Like, you could tell. Like, there was a guy last year, and I mean, he was probably 26, blue jeans, just a T-shirt tucked in with a backwards flat brim. I'm like, that's formal to you? But he's probably just, like, some from Maryland. Like, crazy. I don't know. Not that I judge.
Oh, no.
Wear whatever you want, but it's clear. You can clearly
I don't
see.
even have no fancy clothes, but I would wear golf stuff.
Yeah.
Golf
Golf is as formal as that's what I wear. I always wear like a quarter zip and a golf shirt underneath, my khaki pants or something, and a nice pair of shoes.
So
something that really shows off the hog. At the company Christmas party.
In case somebody wants to check on this worm. So this crew, this trash truck crew, one on the back, they
know
even
the
have
setup, and they all know the setup.
one on the back, one in the passenger, one driving. The passenger rolls by me. I'm waiting to cross the intersection. He's coming this way. His stop is right here, though, so he doesn't have to go that far past me. So as he's coming past me, he's going slow. Dude's got his hand out the window smoking what I would assume was a cigarette. And just as he rolls by me, he, like, hits it, and then he, like, blows it out as he rolls by me. And it smells like something that if I ever smelt you smoking, I would tell you immediately stop. This doesn't smell right. Like, what? Dude, it's three smells. It's three smells because there is the trash element. You couldn't even smell the trash. You could smell marijuana, and then what I would like, I could only describe as like a vinegar smell, where it's like, remember when you're a kid, just like every time you open the vinegar, you're just like, I don't smell nothing. And it hits you like smelling salts almost. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, but I could distinguish the fucking, it was like 2 layers of smell hitting me. There was just something over top of the fucking weed smoke. And have you seen the shit that they're doing in Florida where like they take the roach killer, like Raid, and they spray whatever, like the paper that you're going to roll up with, spray it all down, make it wet, and then let it dry out, and then roll up in it. Or you just fucking roll up and then just douse your fucking shit with it.
No, I haven't seen that at all.
Yeah, dude. They're getting crazy in Florida. And that's also like an hour later, I was like, that makes sense. If that's what he said he was doing, I'm like, I could smell it. It smelled so way different. And B, doing what we did, you smelled a lot of it. And I've smelled a lot of it. Even back before I even smoked, ever, when I was young, working in State College, smelling this shit. I could even smell, like, when I worked, before I even ever smoked the shit. You know, maybe I smoked it once or twice. But before I even knew anything about it, I could literally tell from the wafting that's coming under the door, you know what I mean, out into where I'm delivering the mail, that you're just smoking some dumbass shit. You know what I mean? And then I could smell the times that you were smoking, like, holy shit, you're getting high. Like, you're getting us high.
Oh, yeah, you told
me. You're getting,
yeah.
Like, and you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude was smoking, like, diesel. Like, he dipped it in diesel fluid. like,
smoking
dude,
gator piss.
Well, it's one of the things I said to myself is, like, that's cat, because it was harsh. It's like cat piss.
What they call it in South Park? When they'd sniff the cat piss to get high. What they call it? They called it cheesing.
Cheesing. This dude was cheesing like a motherfucker. Throwing garbage bags. Hot. And I've also seen...
They was cheesing the cat.
Dude, it hit me in a way where I was just like, whoa. Like, I didn't even want to, breathe it out. Like, I don't even want to fucking...
Burn my nose hairs.
And it lingered. And you could...
I'm just grabbing my vape. Go ahead.
No, we'll take a pause. No, I'll pause it. Aw, you want to follow the pack?
Heimlich.
He can perform a perfect Heimlich, but can't go get his vape off the counter.
You had me stressed out with the pause. I was trying to work quick. Just for a little sucky. I'm worth it.
Is he worth it? Let him drink it.
Put the Heimlich, pulled it, and he hacked it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If he got a big, let me say your shit. Find out how hard I gotta work it.
Yeah, so that smell I smelled of that weed was the craziest thing I've ever smelled in my life, weed wise. It was like I said, if I smelled that, and like you said, a guy gave you something,
Indian.
and if that would have been how it smelled, I'd have get that fucking out of your hand.
Swapped it.
Like that's fucking poison or something, dude. It smelled so crazy, like it was just wrong.
It might have been laced with something.
100%. It was crazy smell.
Fenty.
So, B.
Me.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna save that.
All right. I saved you.
And you know what? You a real OG for that.
Big facts. You ain't even want to feed me pizza tonight. I still saved you.
You a real OG for that.
Appreciate you, dog.
Dude, this week.
You can find me on those social medias, BMH112, hero.
BMH112, hero.
Hero. Put the O in hero. I put the O in hero. Tell your girl.
So, weirdly this week, I just got the, thinking of remember all the fucking old characters that they would do in, old 90s movies and 80s movies, like Star Wars, Yoda would have, the weird fucking hairs, little hairs coming off his head, and how, he fucking looked like a fucking ball sack and just grows. You know what I mean? And then there was that fucking movie I watched as a kid, and I had it as a kid. I don't know why I ever had it. It was Soldiers of a Virtue. Remember that one?
Yeah, we always get hung up on this because then I say soldier. I say it's
I'm not saying it right, but it's kangaroo ninjas. It's four or five kangaroo ninjas.
Because I always think it's soldiers in the tiny closet or soldiers in the cabinet or something. But
It's something. I'm not saying it right, but they're kangaroo ninjas, and I think they're every element.
The name drop it.
They're every element of the earth, and it's
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
So they have crazy fucking characters in there that are all just built masks and shit. But as a kid, that shit scared me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I started thinking of E.T. And I'm like, dude, that kid just fucking made that thing his friend. He just seen that and he was like, hey, you could hide out with me. Dude, if we were standing out back smoking at the bar and we're just sitting here talking and you were just like, oh shit, look out behind you. And I turned and seen that thing, E.T., the back of its skull would hit its spine. Do you know how hard I would punch that fucking thing?
Reverse lawn chair it. I think you're punching anything if I say look out behind you. If you see it's within, you know what I mean?
Oh shit, look out.
And you look and it's jabbable, it's getting jabbed.
But not something like that. That's a fucking...
Well, yeah, I mean, but if it's within circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to give it a triple jab.
You eat this is ET.
But I
Send
mean,
it right into the condemned
if I was
house.
a kid, you see me as a kid, I'm just a shy, skittish kid. You know what I mean? So if I'd have seen E.T. as a kid, I'm running and calling the cops. I'm gonna tell them,
dude, we ran.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it has rabies.
I think that's a story we never told on here. Is the fucking Charles story?
Oh no, he never told the Charles story.
That's a crazy story.
You want to tell it?
Yeah, we can.
Let's fucking tell it.
So we were like what, 13, 14?
You'd have a better idea than I do.
Pretty sure we were like 13 or 14, and I got contracted to cut this guy's grass, and he's like, you might want to bring a buddy, And I go look at it, and it's like up to my fucking knees. Like his grass is higher.
No, it's up to our waist.
Yeah, it's the highest thing I've ever seen. I mean, since me and you nowadays.
All summer. You know what? Actually, I've never even seen grass as high as it ever was then.
That somebody lives in the house.
Yeah.
Like he lived in this house.
And it was just not like, it was just like a single yard behind it.
Yep.
But it was a lot of work.
It was so much. And the guy owned a bar, so like he was paying good for it. And he was going to pay us well. So we were like, fuck it. Well, I knew I was going to ask Tyson to help me. He's like, I got I think all the equipment, we didn't have to bring anything with us. He had shit, right? Or no, he was
we brought our along.
Yeah, he was like, you're going to have to bring weed whackers too. I remember him saying that. You're going to want to bring weed whackers too. So we brought weed whackers and lawnmowers.
We weed whacked it, then had to go over it with the wheelie style on the lawnmower.
Yeah, two front tires on. Yeah. It was so hot. It was crazy. It's crazy, Ray. What are you doing? Because he was, if you think about it, he would have been like just in his early 40s. Like late 30s, early 40s.
The Jaeger was calling his name.
I mean, he was just so lost in the sauce, he never had time to cut his grass. So, yeah, he booked us to cut his grass.
And I've been there. I feel that.
It was so crazy high. And, like, just thinking about it. But so we're cutting the grass. It's just you and I. We're alone up there in his yard cutting the grass. And we took a break.
I think this is their second day on the job, though.
Is it?
I think so. Second or third day on the job.
Might have been.
Because now it's like a Saturday and our like moms were off or something.
Yeah, because the bar that the guy, I think we started on Saturday because he hosted the poker tournament on Sundays. So we must have went back on Sunday to cut it the second time. Because the poker tournament was going on over at his bar, which was my mom was there, my dad was there. I don't know where your mom was.
Well, my mom got us that McDonald's.
Facts. So we were up there cutting. Your mom must have dropped us off. I think your mom dropped us off, and she was like, do you guys want anything to eat? And we got McDonald's.
Big Macs.
Nuggets.
And unsweet tea for me, sweet tea for you.
Yep. And we're sitting there, and we're cutting. She comes back. She brings us food. We're eating it. And she left. She went home. And we're just there by ourselves. And was it me?
Well, she didn't go home. She went back to wherever they were.
Oh, yeah. She went back over to Andy's. Was it me? Was it my drink or your drink?
It was my drink. It was
your
me.
drink. Tyson was like playing with his straw. And it was making that fucking like grinding noise.
I was playing it like a violin.
Yeah. Yeah. And at the same time,
Well, hold on. We had just seen this dude up the block, and he was like screaming and yelling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Acting a fool.
Clearly drunk, and we kind of know who he is, but like we just recognize him. We've never been in contact.
It's a guy who
with
walks
him.
around all the neighborhoods a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just a drunk.
Just an older guy.
So when he gets out in front of the house, I literally, just because there's ice, my drinks drank, I'm just fucking, moving the ice around and shit. And it makes that, and he's like, what the fuck was that? But he's right out in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
And we were actually sitting just like this way. And this is the banister. And it's like a 10-foot drop off to the street. So you can't actually see that he was in front of us, but he's right there though. He's like, what the fuck was that? And he just, what he said, just, what was that fucking noise?
Yeah, he's like, what was that fucking noise?
And we just can't even, I don't even remember ever hearing him climb up the front of the banister. And then he pops his head up.
It's
just
crazy.
Up like this.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck was that noise? And
Scared the piss out.
And then immediately I just stood up like this and then just hand plant it off the banister, and then just fucking fly and square on it
Jimmy Flush Snooker.
to the fucking sidewalk. Landed on my feet, and then I turned around. I said, "B, get out of there! Run!"
And then we did. Did we both run to your house?
So we ran. You got away. So once you got off the banister, you jumped down, and then he was still standing up there.
Crawled up like Spider-Man.
Never even heard him. You know what I mean? Like, he just never made. It was multiple climbs for him to make, and he just never made a noise. And but once we were away from him, we made it to the top of the block. We sent me to my house.
Yeah, you went to your mom's house to get your mom.
Just I knew I could just run to a phone as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And then so I just did that. And then then I remember my mom or your mom finding me
with Ray. She came with Ray.
And I didn't know where you were.
Mm-hmm. And I think I went back home.
Yeah.
To my parents' house. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm just hanging out here. But I guess Ray fucking screamed at the guy. Then he paid us like
So you weren't there when it happened? At the whole fight part?
No.
So my mom picks me up then. They must have stormed like fucking like Hell's Angels out of that place. You know what I mean? Like
their two only sons.
The drunk next door just started fucking with the two 14-year-olds.
Their only sons.
Which we could have just knocked him out in hindsight.
Yeah.
But then
I think we were more just like we never expected somebody
just like
to pop
I said,
up over the banister.
But just like I said earlier, like I was shy and skittish.
Yeah.
Like I'm
You definitely weren't the same physical build you are now. You know what I mean?
Now you just fucking punch him in the face and knock him out like it's WWE.
Trying to eat my fucking McDonald's.
But he literally popped his head out like this, and he stood up and he said, "What the fuck was that noise?"
Yeah, just cussing at him.
And just without a hesitation, I just fucking hand planted and just got off of that porch.
Because I would say it's probably the first time I've ever been in a situation where an adult's like screaming, cussing at me. And like, flight or fight, I just fucking flew. Actually, I just sat there until you told me what to do.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you were in like just kind of like
I was taking it in. I was trying to figure out the next move.
Well, also, we never been there before.
Yeah.
Like,
and
there's no telling that he just doesn't go over the banister and just start choking you or something.
From where Ray lives to your house is like 9 blocks. 7 blocks.
Yeah, because it's diagonal and shit, so.
Yeah. Like downs and ups and side streets. I would say it's like 7 blocks. But yeah, it was. So you get up there, they rip out Andy's.
So, your mom went back to see you. So you weren't there.
I don't know. I don't think. Maybe. Start describing it, I'll let you know.
So.
I think I was.
Because the whole fight, my mom grabs me, right? I
think I remember it was me, you, your mom, my mom, and Ray, yeah.
My mom picks up me, and I'm with my mom for sure. I think my dad was probably there. And all the neighbors are out and shit. And Charles is still out on the road just acting drunk. And remember he had the dog? Remember he hit the dog?
Oh, yeah, I was there. Yeah, I do. He had that dog, yeah.
And so fucking...
He was beating the shit out of that dog.
Remember, Karen just comes driving down the road, stops like 20 yards before.
I think your mom picked me and you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray gets out of that shit. And I didn't know who Ray was. I'd never even seen who we were working for.
Yeah.
And Ray got out of that thing and just walked straight up to him and with just
two hands
shoved
him. Yeah.
got right up underneath him and threw him back 10 yards.
I do remember that shit.
Downhill, too, a little bit. It is a little downhill. So he really got him.
Yeah.
And then at that point, the police were called and shit. And I don't think anything ever happened.
No, because I remember we had to talk to the cops and explain what was happening.
Well, Charles went into the neighbor's house across the street that said that he wasn't in there. And he told him Charles wasn't in there, so he's just out. Because they're saying he's not in the house. He's over here. Yeah. He's saying he's... So, nothing ever happened from that, but...
We've seen him in hooks since then, in Trianon.
Remember that? Were you there that night that I don't think you were. That he came in to play pool, and I think it was me and Jay.
I was going to say, he came in to play pool. I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was, like, talking to him, and I'm like, oh, you're ex-Army? And I'm like, oh, I'm National Guard. Like, I'm a couple years in. And we just start talking, saying he's a Ranger and shit. And I'm like, you don't really fucking hold yourself like a Ranger would. So he shows me his fucking military ID. It doesn't say nothing about Ranger on it. And I'm like, so what? But then when I see his ID, I see his name's Charles. And then I was just like, black man Charles in Juniata. It's the same man. Mm-hmm. And I started freaking the fuck out. I told him that story. I could see in his face that he remembered that story. I just started freaking the fuck out. And it was just yelling at him. Because what sucks is that you can't hit him because he's so old.
Mm-hmm. He was even old when he spazzed off on us at 14. He was probably like in his 50s.
He was, but drinking and smoking will do that to you. Mm-hmm. So he looks a lot older than he probably was. But still, it's wrong either way. But still, like, we're about to go to this fucking Pirates game on the 22nd. I have this weird fucking thing about me where, like, I always just feel like a fight's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to wear my Texas jersey and a fight's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm mentally preparing for that. Like, I'm like thinking about how I would fight people if they were 2 levels above me.
The high ground, you got to pull them down. You got to pull them to your level.
Like, what would you do? And I'm working out these scenarios because I'm not gonna get fucking caught off guard. But it's also like, hey man, nothing was gonna happen. You know what I mean?
I can guarantee you, there's nobody going to a Pirates game passionate enough to fight an out of towner because like we have the worst baseball team. Paul Skeens has a losing record. He just went 8 innings the other day, gave up 1 run, and lost the game.
I heard about that shit.
Don't even get me fucking started, Big Dog.
Don't even get him started.
Please don't even get me fucking started. And then you almost died tonight. You've had a hell of a week, kid. Good on you for making it through.
Appreciate you.
Tomorrow's a new day.
So I just got to get this out. Back to like thinking about ET and like.
Oh yeah, I forgot we got off on that.
If there's a certain point in my life where if ET would have came up to me and I'd been like, yeah, you can stay in my room, like you can hide out, I'd have hit him with every WWE move that I ever knew, like swanton bombing off the dresser.
We like, gotta teach him.
He'd have got an FU because he's light as shit. He'd have got an FU 40 times a day. 5-star frog splashes, and back then we didn't even know that it was fake.
He did look like a ball sack, kind
of. He looks like a fucking. A soft dick.
Yeah. Just wrinkled and shit.
Dude, back in the day when we didn't even know the fucking punch, at that age, you know what I mean? Especially when you don't know wrestling's not real. Dude, I'm putting them in the fucking corner. All of those are landed.
Yeah, because you don't know they're just forearm faking it. True.
I win every match.
You're like, B, you gotta come over in 3D this alien I got.
And then my mom comes up and I'm like, hey, you gotta get on clothes. And I just fucking scoop him underneath clothes with like the fucking dirty drawers.
I don't have a door on my room.
I beat this thing to fucking damn near to death. I was just laying there.
Instead, we did that with like life-size stuffed animal. Remember my white Power Ranger?
Yeah.
Oh, we used to fuck that thing up, dude.
Imagine E.T. laying there in your dirty clothes. Just like your baseball pants, your fucking work shit, and then just fucking dirty drawers. Just laying.
Imagine your mom insists on doing the laundry, throws him in the washing machine.
Aw.
He wrinkles up even more.
Well, like, even as an adult, if I would have seen that thing, like, I'd run and call the cops. And I'd say, I know you have a gun, but bring a bigger gun. Whatever this is, it has rabies and it needs put down. Like, this thing is crazy.
Yeah,
looking.
I'm jumping back. When I first see it, I'm jumping back. For sure.
I'm not going to make friends with it.
I would eventually. I'm just built diffy, though. Because I know I might need him at a later turn in my life.
Listen, officer, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if it was up to me, I'd say pull him between his fucking eyes.
Might want to hit him with
whatever it is that has rabies.
when you pull in, you might want to hit him with the SWAT car. And then get out of the SWAT car, hit him with everything in the SWAT car. He just goes fucking like that fucking 40 kg keg.
Yo.
He just goes tumbling up in the fucking air. They try to shoot him like a fucking clay pigeon. What is it? I can tell you, buddy. That thing's sick.
It had rabies. It had rabies. I don't know.
I don't know if I've ever seen chronic waist disease, but that thing's fucking sick, dude.
It was hairless. It was clearly.
See Jeremy over here? Just
thing that had a bit of hair on it. It wanted to die.
freezing.
It was damn near asking to die. It kept fucking waving its finger in my face. It's probably been shoving it in his shitter all day.
The way the tip of it was glowing. Just kept saying E.T. I don't know.
Extraterrestrial or something. He had 3 balls. I don't know.
He kept saying E.T., but you could be E.T. I want him dead. You don't want to have to tussle with that.
E.T. sent him home.
E.T. got bad.
You shotgun to that big old noggin. What is
It's like a turkey, Sarge. You got to shoot him in the neck.
Oh, dude, imagine it's just like your car, your truck, like they shot him against it. It's like, oh, god damn, the brain splatter. That would just be like.
If you remember his build, he had the big head and the little neck. It's like a turkey. You got to shoot him in the neck, Sarge. Save the meat.
And that 12-year-old befriended that walking turd from outer space.
They just did it diffy in the 90s. We was watching The Big Lebowski yesterday. Never seen it. Still haven't seen the whole thing.
And we have to watch it again because it is funny.
Oh yeah, hilarious. Dude, when he was having the meeting and he's like, it's not my problem that he pissed on your rug, and he walks out and he's like, so how'd your meeting go? He's like, he said take any rug in the house. I'm taking over all day. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, take any rug.
Over the line.
Over the line. This decides who gets into the round robin.
This ain't Nom-Smoky. This is bullet.
This is a league match. This is a Nom-Smoky. This is a league match. And they had to forfeit it for him pulling the gun anyway. Yeah, but we were talking about the product, like the labels and everything, and how different.
Oh yeah,
are.
just
crazy.
And I remember all of them.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just did a diffy in the 90s. We're an hour and 50 minutes into this bitch.
Yeah, we're about to hit 140.
No, I'm at hour 40. I forgot we took a break. little breakage. Should you eat a trolley live on cam?
Give me one.
Oh my god. Okay, you're a red one. Let me throw it in your mouth. Oh my god.
Off the forehead.
Dog, if I was a sniper bullet, you're dead.
I lost it, though, in the lights.
Alright, here, just catch it.
Should I just eat the red part?
What is this? Yeah.
Just the red part?
I mean, you're eating about a handful. This should kill you.
Oh my god.
Murder you. Should I do it?
I almost don't even want to eat this. I do have actually a little bit of trauma from that. I didn't think I did, but I do.
I would.
But I conquered it.
90 calories in every 7 worms.
Not all worms. So, appreciate y'all for listening.
This one went quick.
Yeah.
This was a quick one.
So, catch me on Instagram at tsteel_100. Also on Instagram, catch us at lockerroomtalk_1, which I keep forgetting to tell you. Since I got a new phone, I'm locked out of that.
We'll get you squared away.
And then no reason to catch me at Snapchat, but if it's Julietta boy.
That's OII.
I.
And just keep typing eyes until one of them pops up, says T. Douglas. You can catch us. We're going on tour this summer. You can catch us. We're releasing tour
The Native
dates.
American tour.
Yeah, we're releasing tour dates. That'll be on our website.
The Native to America.
That'll be on our website, which is also launching this summer. So stick around for details on both the website and the tour dates. You can catch me on all social medias at BMH1120. LockerRoomTalkBusiness@gmail.com for business inquiries, and on Instagram, LockerRoomTalk_1. Again, BMH1120, hero, savior, marathon finisher, father.
Brandon the Hero Himes. Or the Savior Himes.
Savior. But other than that, we love you. Thank you for coming out. And make sure you chew your food.
Yeah, try not to breathe and chew at the same time.
It could happen to us any day.
How's this been going on? I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Dude, George Floyd me tonight.
Go to me.
George Floyded me tonight. I still would have recorded the episode if you died. Because you would have wanted me to.
Appreciate you, Shed.
I got you, brother.
Anyway, you can get the body out of here any quicker. I gotta.
I would have.
I'm trying to get in bed by 11:30.
I would have weekend at Bernie's it. And then I'd have played golf on Sunday with your clubs in your honor. I'd have shot 140.
Oh, that'd have been awesome.
We should do that. Play with each other's clubs a day.
We should.
Time.
Love y'all.